the 7th chapter, we see the gracious David asks what he could do for God. I found out, Pastor, that so many times the church has become a place where all we do is come with our hands out. None of us come to church asking God what we can do for him, but we come asking what the church can do for us. I know I wasn't going to get no amens right there, because we become so selfish that everything has to be about me. Touch your neighbor and say, yeah, I bet you thought this song was about you. But David wants to build a temple for the Lord. Can I preach how I really feel it in my belly tonight? The Lord responds to David and tells him, no, but I'm going to build you a house, and I'm going to make your house last forever. You're going to have an eternal kingdom. Now, even more excited, David has to do something to express his gratitude and share with somebody what God has given unto him. And God gives us this same opportunity. Oh, I know I'm not going to get no amens right here, but it's called offering time. It's the time that we can give back to God for all that he gives unto us. That's why I'm so baffled why Christians and people are always in competition with each other, always having to prove something or trying to overcompensate. In the church now, I know I'm not going to get no amens in here tonight, but the goal is always to be relevant, current, and up to date, the latest fads and fashion, always striving to be better than, when really Christ has called us to be other than. Oh, I wish I had a prayer in church. When really God is calling us to be other than. The church has become so competitive and so narcissistic that we're only losing the very essence of who we are. We're losing the fragrance of God. The glory of the Lord is creeping out of the church, and we're preaching, but there is no power. We're dancing, but there is no deliverance. We're shouting, but there's no salvation. We're gathering, but there is no glory. Somewhere along the way, we lost the very power and the glory of God, and have decided that we can solve our own problems, heal our own afflictions, deliver ourselves from our own transgressions, formulate our own plans, create our own algorithms and solutions. The church has become a place to gather to talk about one another. Oh, I know I'm not going to get no amens right there. A place where we come to compete with each other, fight with the pastor, form cliques and social clubs where we hand out and pass out hugs and kisses. We fry chicken and fish dinners, plan trips and conferences, a place to wreak havoc and to raise hell. And in fact, I never knew hell like I knew hell until I joined the church. Y'all not gonna pray with me tonight, but I never knew hell like I knew hell until I joined the church. Pastor, I found out that church folk are dangerous.
Yes, they are.
Is there a witness in here tonight? I found out that people in the church will hurt you worse than anybody that you'll ever know. You come to the church looking for somebody to do something for you, and the church has become so standoffish because you don't look like me, because you don't smell like me, because you don't have what I have. So there's nothing that I can do for you. But what happened to the time when God said, come as you are? That's why the songwriter said, just as I am, without one plea, very wounded and in distress. How many of you know that God, he rescued me? I wish there was somebody who would help me preach tonight. I don't want to be tangled in the formality of religion and the church. Just touch somebody sitting next to you and say, just give me Jesus.
Give me Jesus.
When I come to the church, it's because I'm after something. I come with a heart of expectation for God. Am I preaching to somebody yet? I'm after something. I'm looking with a heart of expectation. I'm expecting God to do something. When I come, I've learned that there will be no manifestation without participation. Oh, I know I'm talking to somebody tonight. I've learned that if I don't put nothing into worship, that I can't get nothing out. I don't care what's going on around me. I don't care what business people are spreading about me. Just touch somebody else and say, I'm selfish when it comes to my worship, because my worship is personal. You don't know my story, and you